Hope you guys are all having a great Saturday. Hope you guys are staying out of this blistering heat. And yeah, I hope you guys are enjoying the content on the channel. If you're new to the channel, what we talk about here is preparedness for the everyday citizen. So once I get some more people in here and we get some numbers up, I'll be covering some more topics covering preparedness and things alike. But we just did a video talking about preparedness for the modern Minuteman and how many magazines I think all of you guys should carry on your kit. So I think that's something you guys would be interested in. Everybody wants all the tactical gear and all the tactical kit, so I just did a video talking about tactical stuff covering magazine loadouts and things like that. I need to figure out a way to plug this thing in. But yeah, guys, basically what we talk about here on this channel is preparedness for the everyday citizen, trying to gear everyday citizens into being prepared citizens, essentially. Helping people in their community become more of an asset rather than a liability to everyone around them. And that way we could build stronger communities within America or wherever you may reside, and hopefully gear people towards preparedness every day. So I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to do this. But yeah, guys, we just did a video basically on magazine loadouts. So just talking about how many mags I think you should have on your kit, on your chest rigs. Greetings, man. Thank you for tuning in. Yeah, we're in America. We're just talking about some prepper stuff. Preparedness for the everyday citizen, trying to help people become prepared citizens, essentially. Welcome to the live, Iman. Thank you guys for joining, everybody who's tuned in so far. I appreciate you guys for watching. Yeah, shout out Iman for tuning in. But yeah, guys, what we talk about is prepper stuff here, or preparedness. I got a bunch of other prepper videos, and I'll be releasing more as the time goes by. I got a bunch of short form videos, and I got a bunch of long form content coming out releasing. But I have a video I just released about chest rigs and plate carriers and your loadout for the modern Minuteman and how many mags I think you should have. Everybody who has a triple magazine placard on their kit or their carrier, whatever it may be, I think you guys are really lacking ammunition when it comes to any real scenario, and it's only enough ammo to really break contact. I wouldn't recommend that in any real situation. I would honestly say have 7 mags at a minimum, and realistically, if you want to last through an extended scenario, I'd say have 12 to 14 magazines. And I know that sounds like a lot and a lot of weight, but from talking to dudes who have actually been in the shit, which I haven't, I'll admit, but I know guys who have. My grandpa was a Vietnam vet. You never want to run out of ammo. Having less ammo than the enemy is literally like wishing death upon yourself, damn near. So yeah, it's not smart. Make sure you have enough ammo. He said it's a waste of money, effort, and time. I mean, you could see it that way, man. He said an Indian Mario. I'm weak. That's funny. Oh, that's cool, man. Sorry I missed your comment. Happy birthday, Ice. Yeah, I'm not gonna. Hey, you thought you got me, bro. You thought you was gonna get me. No, you're not gonna get me. No, I know this flag is backwards. It's supposed to meaning you're not retreating. It's supposed to. It has a signifying. That's why it's facing that way, man. Same way why this flag is facing that way. See? This fool. He said big up from Palestine. Cool, man. I'm not really talking about any of those conflicts, but yeah. Really what I talk about here is preparedness. Show us your gun, bro. I can't just show guns, man. I mean, I got some videos on my channel where I've shown some guns. I'm not really like a gun tuber channel. I'm more talk about preparedness, and then I'll talk about logistics involving guns, ammunition, magazines, all of that. Like my most recent video was kind of involving guns, but I'm not like showing guns because it's not really necessary to get the point across. Yeah, if I show any guns, especially on the live though, here on YouTube, like I could show guns on YouTube videos, but if I show guns on a live, it makes them want to actually remove your live stream. So it's something I tend to steer away from. I hope you get some treatment for that, man. Or, man, just got to stay clear-headed, stay positive. I mean, you don't necessarily need treatment, but depending on how bad it could be. I mean, some people may need treatment. If you guys are kind of unaware of what I'm talking about the PTSD comment a second ago. But yeah, I hope you're doing well, man. He said, fight, fight, fight. Yeah, that photo op was crazy. That was a crazy photo. What do you guys think about that? Everyone who's watching, because I see there's about 70 people in here. Comment down below what you guys think of the recent Trump assassination attempt. Let's have that conversation. If you feel like, if you guys don't want to talk about it, it's fine, but I want to know what you guys think. What does that even mean, Era Man? I don't even know what you're talking about. Are you a real soldier? I mean, no, man, I'm not a soldier. I'm just a dude in a OD green t-shirt and a tan hat. So yeah, I was about to talk about that. I just I got some videos releasing on that too. I got some that are already released if you guys want to go check my archive and my past videos and stuff. But this is like my EDC med bag. So I got a little MFAC from North American Rescue right here. This is their mini IFAC. And I got some more stuff in here. I got a little boo-boo kit, some little rolled gauze, a tourniquet, some wound packing, some more wound packing gauze right here, and then another tourniquet in there, some chest seals, and trauma dressings. But I got a video showing that in full detail, covering each individual item in the kit. Yeah, people are rather troll, man. It's all good. If I could even help like 2 people or get the message across to a couple people, it's all cool. Like, most people in America or in society are ignorant anyways, and they're living in blissfully ignorant, you know. They don't want to be aware of anything that's going on. So that's fine. Those of you who actually take it and run with it, those are the ones who the message is for, realistically. You said if you could take time to travel any year. Oh, to travel to any year, which year and why? I don't know, man. I don't really think about time travel like that anymore, to be real. I don't know. I feel like it wouldn't be my place to go change anything in history. But yeah, I don't know. What about the Donald? Yeah, man, I was asking about that. What do you guys think about this recent? I mean, it's been kind of like over a week ago now, but still there's a bunch of stuff being talked about. But I'm interested in the crowd who's watching here. What do you guys think? What's your opinions on this recent attempt on Trump's life? What's your feelings about that? What do you think was actually going on that day? And you got an NBA profile picture, man. You like to sit and watch grown men play with the ball in your free time, so it's all good. You're not really part of my crowd. Trump was the Matrix. He said from India, so does not care. That's good, man. Yeah, so what I'm talking about doesn't apply to you. Well, because what we talk about on this channel is mainly preparedness. Not saying that people in India cannot be geared toward preparedness. Realistically, most people in India aren't really thinking about the things we think about in America, so that's fine. Not really geared towards that audience. Because he knew he was the chosen one. I don't know about that, man, but something definitely happened miraculously. I mean, we were either, who knows what could have happened, but in my personal opinion, I think we were like an inch away from total chaos in this country. And a lot of people don't really connect the dots on why that can happen. And if you don't really see that, I think you're really blissfully ignorant. But you think it was concocted by BlackRock? I mean, anything's possible. I'm not really too familiar with BlackRock, but I hear a lot of people talk about them. I try to stay out of like I won't say that I try to stay out of it, because I do like hear about theories and shit and controversy, but I don't really focus on it too much because it's not really going to help me too much. I try to gear people more in towards preparedness, helping the everyday citizen, being a prepared citizen, helping them become more of an asset to themselves and their community rather than a liability, by talking about common sense preparedness that they could easily achieve on a budget within their means. You said the Secret Service looks like amateur. Yeah, for sure, man. They definitely did. This hat is salty as shit. This hat is, I mean, it's okay. I mean, I like this hat. It's not the best though. Yeah, this hat needs to get hosed down. Real talk. I mean, yeah, anything's possible. Who knows what the deep state actually had going on behind closed doors? I mean, I try to not talk about too much crazy stuff, but I'm still like down to have the conversation. I just try to talk about it in ways that aren't going to get me deplatformed. He doesn't even get shot, first of all. So you believe Jackie knew? Did you believe that Trump didn't get hit? Is that what you're under the assumption of? I mean, that's fine if you believe that everybody's entitled to their own opinions. Tyler, I didn't serve, man, but I appreciate it. I'm just a citizen talking about preparedness and talking about some controversy going on right now in my country. But yeah, same here, B. See, if just saying that to like some liberals, they'll get pissed off. They're like, the borders need to be closed. They're like, they need sanctuary. I'm like, then tell them to get it lawfully. Like, we don't just need everybody allowed in here from every ends of the earth. Yeah. Yeah, Gemini. Yeah, I do. Can't show none on the live, but you can be aware. I can't even speak right because that shit sounds so retarded. You said you can be arrested for wearing false military gear. Do you even know what false military gear is, man? You sound very tyrannical minded. Yeah, you sound like somebody that bows to tyranny. But nah, basically, if you guys are new to the channel, new to this live, just stumbled upon it, this is a page where we talk about preparedness, trying to gear the everyday citizen into being a prepared citizen and being more of an asset to themselves and their community rather than a liability. So I got a bunch of videos talking about practical preparedness on my channel, from short form videos all the way to long form videos covering different topics in extended detail. Yeah, people are retarded. Like, no disrespect, but this is... Let me set up the lighting real quick. All right, this thing's still live. That's funny. I told you once, and I'll tell you twice, I'm not a soldier, man. I'm a prepared citizen. That's why I'm not in any regs. Bro, I don't know what you're on, but you're on some shit. Whoever's watching, if anybody's watching and you guys could hear me again, comment 5x5 in the chat so I know this is back. Yeah, the live got interrupted temporarily, but we're back. Yeah, comment down a 5x5, 5x5. If you guys don't mind. Yeah, that's exactly exactly what I'm gonna do. All right, you guys can hear me. I'll be right back in the frame in a second. I'm plugging up this battery pack. And then we should be good. It was the rhetorical egg. What are you talking about, man? What eggs? Yes, we're good. We're good. The flag is not to be worn in an article of clothing. Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about. It almost sounds like you're bothered by an American wearing an American flag. But where I'm from, everybody wears American flags. Literally, like. But yeah, aside from that, what we talk about on this page, guys, is preparedness. Thank you for watching from Singapore. We're just in America talking about American problems, but if you want to watch, you're more than free to do so. Yeah, but what we're talking about, guys, is preparedness for the everyday citizen. If you guys don't already have a good amount of food and water stored on hand, or have your own stock of ammunition to go with that to defend your supplies, then you guys are really lacking in a whole bunch of areas of preparedness. You guys should also be working on trying to build community within your family, friends, or local neighbors, whatever it may be. Try to meet people locally. Why am I preparing? Because it's smart to do. It's nothing really crazy. Like, it's not like preparing for doomsday. If you want to prepare for doomsday, then you can. Depending on how bad that is, I kind of think it's pointless. But I don't know what you're talking about, man. But yeah, now what we prepare for things such as natural disasters all the way to the extreme, such as an EMP type of event. I'm sure some of you guys watching, or at least one or two of you, have watched Dirty Civilian, Brass Facts, or have heard about have heard of an EMP, right? So if you guys have heard of stuff like that, then you guys know about these type of scenarios and what they can result in. I think it's smart to try to prepare the best way you can do so. Yeah, Matt, cool. That's definitely not cool, man. I mean, yeah, shit's crazy. Yeah, read what Matt Cool just said, guys. That's what's wrong with this country. That's the decline of our current state of society. Kids are getting in trouble for wearing the American flag, but being celebrated for wearing LGBT flags. And it's nothing against gay people. Like, I'm not. I don't hate people that are homosexual, but I just don't feel like it should be put onto our kids at such a young age. So it's just like, what do you like? What? Yeah, it's just a sad state of our society. He said, Civ. Oh, Dirty Civilian. Yeah, man. Dirty Civilian's a dope channel. They talk about a lot of valuable information. I get a lot of good stuff from them. Them and Brass Facts kind of just released a EMP video like at the same time today, or around the same time. I feel like they almost coordinate their posts, because they were doing that the same thing recently with some other posts talking about thermals and stuff like that. So you think it's better to burn the flag versus wearing the flag? Yeah, you're the problem, man. You have your own internal issues that you're trying to put onto people. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, they got some good. They have their production quality is on a whole nother level. Not to mention their intros, like the little skits they do and stuff like that. I like the little emo one that Drew did. That shit was funny. He just said wearing the flag is illegal. If it was between Trump or Biden, I would pick Trump. Though I think our country isn't really in great hands regardless. I think regardless of who wins, which I don't think Biden's going to win, but regardless of who wins, one side is going to still be very divided, or both sides are going to still be very divided. And I think that's what needs to be fixed in our country before we get a lot of progression, yeah. But who knows what's going on? I mean, Trump could be placed. A lot of people, because I know a lot of conservatives and a lot of Republicans, people who are right-wing, whatever you want to call them, from different levels of beliefs, right, that support him at different levels. But one thing that I will say is a lot of people are oblivious to the fact that either one of them could be being placed into power by the deep state, if you want to be real and you want to have that conversation. Like, there's no proving that they aren't just being not elected, but placed there, you know? You're 14, you don't got to worry about, I mean, I wouldn't say you don't got to worry about, because your future, if you're in America, is based off of these dumb shits, but I wouldn't really worry about politics too much right now, man. I would just live life. I mean, you could be knowledgeable of it, but I would keep it in your rear view for now until you really need to focus on shit like that. Yeah, exactly, JJ. I mean, there's not one person. People fail to realize that the president, whoever he may be, isn't really the one that's setting the agenda. So, yeah. Why are you typing in all caps? And no, I'm not married, man. Do I think Obama was a good president? I think people just liked Obama because he was because he was black. Simple as that. And I mean, that's coming from a black guy. So, yeah. I mean, I don't think Obama was the worst president, but I think he was far from what people made him seem to be. And I think he was praised because he was one of the first black presidents. So. He said, bro's based. I mean, I'm just being honest here, man. Same reason, like, people like to support. I was watching this other YouTuber. Her name's Preparedness. She talks about a lot of stuff like this and a lot of different varying topics. But she was talking about Kamala Harris and how people support her off of emotion and for the fact that she's a black woman and not really looking towards her for any leadership qualities. And that's really what I think it is. Like, it's a whole bunch of leftist snowflakes who support her off of their emotion, thinking a black woman needs to run this country just to see a woman that's black in office. And it's nothing against women or black people. But it's like, are you really thinking, or are you just looking at a picture that you want to see and not looking at the bigger picture of, is she actually good for this job? What the fuck? This fool's wild. He said, I'm not even gonna mention that. But let me catch up with these comments real quick. That's wild. Did you just really say it's illegal to carry a fish in the UK? Like, how is that even... What crime is that under any penal code? Like, what are you being charged with carrying a fish? Unlawfully walking with a fish in public? Like, what the hell is that? That's wild. That has to be trolling. Like, he said, I thought you were Latino. No, man. Are you sad that it missed? No, I'm glad that it missed, man. I mean, this is another thing I see from both sides. This pisses me off, and I'm going to let you guys know this right here, because I'm sure there's probably some of you watching who feel this way. Any of you guys who thought that bullet shouldn't have missed, or it would have been better, Solus, I really appreciate that, man. Shout out to Solus for that gift. But yeah, anybody who thought that bullet, it would have been better if that bullet didn't miss, You guys are insanely delusional, and you don't realize the chaos that that could have caused, nationally, like globally. That could have caused the fall of America temporarily, and you don't even think about it because you're so oblivious to the way of our current state of our country, our political, just the way everything's going on both sides and the division with everyone. It could have easily caused someone to think that somebody on the other side did that on purpose. Once they seen President Trump get shot on camera, now some shit starts happening, and we got mass civil unrest throughout the whole country. Yeah, I see that, Solus. I appreciate it, man. Thank you for donating. Also, that's a dope profile picture, a little marshmallow picture I see you got there. I mean, I'm just calling it out how I see it. I mean, like, I don't support Biden, but I don't hate him to the extent where I think it would be good for our country for him to get assassinated either. And this is just me being realistic. Like, either side could be caused to go into uproar just from that happening. And you being not knowledgeable of that shows how oblivious you are to the current state of your society. I appreciate that. Everybody who subscribed from the live, thank you guys. I'll have some more content coming out later on this week and today. So I just released a video talking about modern Minuteman logistics and how many mags I think everybody should have in their kit or their go bags on their chest rigs, things like that. Do you support Palestine? Man, I don't support any of the conflicts that don't have to do with the soil that I'm on, put it that way. I mean, I'm just gonna, like, why would I be supporting any of those conflicts? What does that do for me? And who am I really supporting at the end of the day? I'm supporting what the media tells me to support. Like, it just makes no sense. Jet, I'm not in the military, man, but I hope you have a good time in basic. I don't think it will be too much of a big deal as long as you have good cardio and your head is mentally screwed on. I mean, you'll probably be stressed out and a little homesick. I don't have any experience with it, but from what I see, I have friends who are in the military currently. Make sure you're physically fit and can get through all the PT standards, and you should be good. And then the rest of it is kind of mental, from what I hear. Yeah, I never heard of whoever Burisma is. Who's that supposed to be? I don't really like to have people as my mod, man, because I rather see the comments. So maybe sometime in the future I may have some mods, but for now. Yeah, no, I definitely think it was I don't know what it was. I'm not gonna sit here and say like I know what happened or I think this is definitely what happened. It definitely wasn't right, put it that way. I mean, I know it was wrong. I wouldn't be happy if either side, any president, regardless of if I support him or not, was assassinated in this country. That sends a signal that something's very wrong with our people or something very corrupt is going on, regardless of what happens. Either our society is so far divided that it's sending people to want to mentally take action that's that extreme, or something so corrupt in the deep state is going on that's causing them to take these type of actions and target these type of individuals. Either way, it's a bad sign for our country. Like, people need to sit and realize, like, Democrat, Republican, they are not complete enemies, and either one of them getting assassinated is not okay, and it's not good for this country. But support who you want to support, and we all have the freedom to do so. But at the end of the day, we don't know what's going on behind closed doors and what the deep state has planned. And even if it doesn't have to do with the deep state, if our citizens are being that divided and that pushed into such a mentally crazed state that they're willing to take such extreme actions against a president or former president, it just shows big signs of chaos ensuing. And I don't see anything good coming from it. That's simply put. Yeah, I can agree with that, James. All right, man. I'll see you later, though. Thank you for tuning in. Any takeover projections? What are you talking about? Just full. Yeah, I think most likely Trump has this in the bag, unless something crazy happens, which I hope nothing does. I hope we could just have a good, fair, even election, and get our country running more smoothly, and have a little bit less division. But most likely Trump is going to get this election. At least that's what I feel. Anything could change. Nothing's guaranteed until it happens. Yeah, guaranteed, man. I mean, it would have been like, yeah, who knows what it would have resulted in or what it would have been. It just would have been bad. I'm glad the headline we got was attempted assassination and not Trump assassinated. Like, I'm so thankful. Not only for Trump, because I don't want anything bad to happen to him, but because the well-being of our country. Should you sub? I don't know, man. Do you want to sub? If you want to subscribe, if you like this type of content, you can. You said you saw my channel. What, did you see the live, or you came across my videos first? I mean, that Bliss guy, it's possible, man. We don't know what's possible. Anything is possible. So I think they should definitely up their security and take more precaution. I wouldn't be at any presidential rallies, though, personally. Like, I don't want to be anywhere where there's a chance of bullets flying due to I just don't want to be in that scenario. I'm not going to be in the area. But he said, "Do you even TBI?" Oh god, that's funny. Yeah, that just when you guys look at that whole map, like the whole like there's a bunch of little layouts. There's a 3D layout. There's a overhead aerial view, but all of the documentation on that area and the previous how they set everything up. The sniper team should have had all of that secured. Like, that building should be the building where the shooter was on top of, where he was placed, should have been impenetrable. There shouldn't have been any option or any opportunity for anyone to even get close to the perimeter of it. Like, it's just crazy. I would have put snipers on that building as well. What kind of plate carrier is that on your background? Right here, right there. It's an old shellback. It's what I use. That was like my primary setup. Yeah, like, shit's just crazy. Like, if you really think about it, it was way too easy for an inexperienced 20-year-old to do that. And this is coming from somebody who has experience shooting and knows, like, 150 meters is literally like a beginner shot for almost anybody. Like, you could get someone shooting accurate groups this small at 150 meters within like a day or two. He said you don't serve, so stop talking smack. That's fine, man. Like, I never said I served. I'm talking about attempted assassination on the president's life. So you can go back to being a bootlicker if you want. Yeah, it's crazy. No, I don't got a camelback on it currently. I'm setting it up to be configurable with a chest rig, so basically I'm gonna have some clips that I put onto it, like some little 1-inch buckles that I could clip a chest rig onto it. So I'll have a whole bunch of more sustainment on it with that. That's cool, Addy. He's doing a good thing there. Your dad's a good man. I'm not getting enough support from our government, so. I wasn't in the military, in case you're wondering. I mean, but I know it could probably look so because I'm wearing a grunt style shirt and an American flag, but I do thank your dad for being willing to help out veterans like that. How many guns do you got? I'd rather not give those numbers away. I mean, who knows, man? I mean, he could have been a bad shot. It could have been divine intervention. Anything is possible. I mean, there are people who can't hit an 8-inch target at 100 yards, which is roughly the size of a human head in full diameter. It's about 8 inches. Well, not full diameter, but on like a flat facing target. So it's a very easy shot. Most beginner shooters could take that shot. There's people who could shoot bullets within the same hole at 100 yards. So it's not hard to get a very accurate shots on target at that distance. Who gave you a green card? What are you talking about, man? Oh, God. What bothers you? I'd like to address that. What gives you the signal or a reason to insinuate that I want to be a soldier whatsoever? Because I don't. Nothing against soldiers. I just don't personally want to be one. Yeah, anything was possible with that scenario. We'll never really know exactly how it happened. Yeah, I mean, anything's possible, man. He could have been most likely he was a bad shot and Trump got lucky. Trump did get lucky. He said just look like one. I'm sorry. Like, am I supposed to apologize for that? I get told that when I'm not dressed like this. I could be wearing a flannel and some blue jeans. And they're like, did you serve? Like, I'm like, no, I didn't. I appreciate it, though. Like, I just make YouTube videos about prepared citizen stuff, man. Shorts has live now? Yeah, it's like a vertical live they do on YouTube type thing. You find it in like the short section or something like that, but I'm not completely sure how it works. He said he had second thoughts. Yeah, but that Trump situation was weird. Like, almost anybody. So put it into perspective. This isn't even like a good perspective. Like, this is a big target for 100 yards. So like, cut this can in half. That's like an easy target to hit at 100 consistently. Like, I could put 10 to 30 shots all within a half can size, and a head is a head. So yeah. What are you doing? Well, currently we were talking about the attempted assassination on Trump's life. But mainly what we talk about on this live, and what this live was talking about, is preparedness, was the main covering topic. What we talk about on this channel is preparedness for the everyday citizen, gearing people into being a prepared citizen rather than a liability for themselves and their community. I'd rather you guys be an asset and less than a liability. I mean, age doesn't really have nothing to do with it, Andrew. I mean, there's dudes who've been in the military with snipers in their hand shooting over 600 yards who are less than 20 years old, probably 18. So, like, I mean, it all depends, man, on your skill level. There's 12-year-olds who could shoot 500 yards. He wasn't in the military ever. I never claimed to be in the military, man. Like, what? And plenty who cannot? Yeah, there is plenty who cannot. There's probably more people who can't shoot that far than can. But it's not hard for a beginner to achieve that. This fool. I'm weak. 1 second, guys. I mean, Andrew, I wasn't personally saying anything about Jesus or God. I think he just missed personally. Everybody has their own opinion. But I think he missed and Trump got lucky. Or there could have been other more corruption going on behind the scenes. But I think that's just coming up with a whole bunch of theories of it being staged and bullshit that you can't prove. So realistically, what most likely happened is he took the shots, Trump got lucky, and didn't get hit in the head. I mean, from what I'm hearing is they said an officer approached him right before the shots were taken. He went to go approach the officer with his rifle, and the cop got down from the roof. The shooter, the kid, went back to go prone and started taking the shots. So I think he started rushing his shots because a cop encountered him, and he didn't have time to get off proper shot placement. I mean, it's like the biggest thing in the news, man, so I'm just talking about it. Of course, you would say something like that because you probably just hate people who are into guns or care about freedom and their rights. I mean, you hate people who wear American flags, so it wouldn't really surprise me. But that's basically what I got for today, guys. I'll probably go live later on tonight or tomorrow sometime in the day. I'll have some more videos releasing, so I'm gonna start working on those, and got to head over to a birthday party pretty soon. But yeah, I'm probably gonna head out on the live. I hope you guys went on to enjoy it. I just released a video talking about Minuteman preparedness, magazine loadouts, and how many I think all of you should carry on an average at a minimum. So if that sounds like something you're interested in having that conversation, make sure to check that video out. It's my most recent video. And yeah, I'll see you guys later.